Peace to the gods and the goddesses, man. Yo, man, about to do a quick little video, man. Y'all know I don't be really on these video tips like that no more, man. I'll be going up in that studio, cut. But yo, put a post on Facebook. In regards to you know, I stated that false gods was created, man, to give the humans a sense of morality, man. But I also put a post up on Facebook that, you know what I'm saying, false gods was created so that people won't biologically self-destruct. You know what I'm saying? It's like a stabilizer, man. False gods, they like a stabilizer in regards to sustaining life. Now let me explain, because I know people gonna be like, man, what you talking about, cuz? Talking about the false gods stabilize life? Hell no, look at the black race, they dying. The so-called black race, they dying. But you know, you gotta know, man, that's collateral damage, man. So-called, and you know the reason why, you know, like I stated before, man, the reason why the so-called black race bowing down to these false gods, because they ain't got their memories. They ain't got their memories, man. Because if you ain't got your memory, you are no longer a knower. You become a believer. And you know your memory. When I'm talking about the memories, I'm talking about an analytical tank that has all the calculated analysis stored in. You know what I'm saying? A memory bank. The real memory bank. Not this fake memory bank that we've been running, which is really a simulated program that has been injected into our minds. You know what I'm saying? By way of the ear canal, frontal lobe, whatever. Real memory bank, you know what I'm saying? Got to do with when you analyze something, you break it down to the T, and you know what it is, and you store it away. You know what I'm saying? And you move based upon that knowing. Not just fake memory bank. So all we got to do with belief and all that. So yeah, the so-called black race, man, you know what I'm saying? They caught up in the quagmire, man, because they ain't got their memories, man. Because they don't know. When you got your memory, you know. Your memory is linked to knowing, not believing. When you believe, that is a clear sign that you have no idea what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? Belief is in the same line with assuming. You know what I mean? When you believe, you don't know. They are not the same outline. They're very, they actually contrast each other. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, the false gods, you know what I'm saying? They serve as a stabilizer to sustain life, because you take a look and see how the world is being governed right now. Now, we all know it's many deceptions. Many. It ain't only one. It's, man, these deceptions, man, they sell people deceptions. You know what I'm saying? That's how heavily intertwined deceptions has been incorporated into our lives, that people actually sell deception, and you got people that base their life on purchasing deceptions, because those deceptions sustain their life. Because without those deceptions, they would biologically die. You could look at drugs, for instance. Drugs is a damn deception. Isn't drugs sustaining those addict lives? If those addicts didn't have those drugs, they would biologically kill themselves. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, back to the false god. So you see, the false gods was created, you know, You know, the primary purpose will have to do with the giving the humans a sense of morality. You know, them being now you got people talking about the humans as a more advanced animal race. And they was never speaking of, and I ain't the one to be running around talking about, yo, they copying this, copying that. I ain't about that. But people who always claim that I'm copying seem to be saying the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They seem to be saying the same thing that I'm saying. He was never talking like that. But now the humans is a more advanced animal race. So they listening, even though they might try to front and be like, yo, man, even time to listen to him. Yeah, yes, they are. There's a lot of people that's listening, man. You know, so it's agents all, man, it's agents everywhere, man. They everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? They know what it is, though, man. I analyze a lot of things, man. But yeah. So, they saying that humans are a more advanced animal race now, you know. But I broke it down to a T in regards to the vessel. The vessel is titled a human. Just like you have this vessel that I'm in, which is titled a van. But it's a series of vehicles that exist. But this one has been specified as a van. So when you say the humans, you got to know that has to do with the more advanced body. But the spirit that's inside of the body was always in existence. Always. Because you can't create nor destroy energy. But yeah, so look how the world is being governed right now with these false gods. And you see that it's actually sustaining a lot of people's lives. You have a lot of people that you got to know that it's sustaining people's life when people put their quote unquote faith in it. You know what I mean? You got to know that it's sustaining their life. When people put faith in things, whatever that faith is being stored, that becomes the primary drive of their existence. Primary drive of their existence. You know what I'm saying? You got people that put faith in the stock market. The stock market crashed, they crash with it. You know what I'm saying? You got people that put faith in selling drugs. When they can't sell no more drugs, it's adios, amigo. You know what I'm saying? They ready to go on a kamikaze mission. You know what I mean? So you got the people that put their faith in these false gods. People that assume. I ain't even talking about they believe. Because when you say things like, well, you're describing something and you put the text in there, they made you believe. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be saying that no more. Because when you use it like that, you're actually subliminally stating that the belief is truth because they made you believe. You know what I'm saying? But the hell with that. They made you assume. They ain't gonna be talking about this belief no more. The hell with belief. They made you assume. You know what I'm saying? That when you die, you're gonna go to heaven. You get on your knees. They made you assume that you actually praying to somebody named Jesus or whoever it is, man. You know what I'm saying? That's sustaining these people's lives. Because you got to know that if you are gravitated towards the lie, then that clearly states that you are unable to process the truth. Because lies exist in the realm of emotions. Period. We ain't even got to get technical with it. Lies only exist in the realm of emotions. And you know that they cloak the ego with emotions. So it's really the ego. Lies exist in the realm of the ego. Period. Truth knows no ego. There is no ego in the realm of truth. Period. So when you got people being conned to worship these false idols, false gods, by way of subliminal fear tactics, you gotta know that's a lie, man. Yo, man, the reality is, man, God ain't got no reason to threaten you, man. God ain't existing in the realm of the ego, man. When somebody threatens you, that's egotistically related. You know what I'm saying? It's all egotistically related. Temptations is the ego. You know what I'm saying? Like I stated before, the devil is a female because females tempt and men taunt. How they gonna say that the devil is a man and the devil is tempting you? Man don't tempt man. Man taunts man. Females tempt men. The devil is a woman. You know what I'm saying? But they made her evil, you know, subliminally, how they excavate her out of the equation. Just like the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Where the hell is the female at? Where the hell is the woman? Where's the goddess? You know what I'm saying? Always eliminating the goddess. You know what I'm saying? They have all other races eliminating the goddess, but yet you see how the beast race do. They put that old hag on that throne. The god race is the only race on a damn planet that ain't worshiping the queen, the goddess, which is the so-called black woman. Matter of fact, not even the black woman, the goddess in her right state. But the black woman ain't no god, man. Straight up. Because when you black, you lost. Straight up. So these people, they believe that well, here I go again with these beliefs. These people, they assume that they do all these goody two-shoe things. See, that's another thing. They got them conned in the realm of emotions. They got them conned in the realm of the ego. See, I gotta pull that out of my language now. Because when you let me get into all that. When they con, you can see how they conning you, saying that you have to be good. Turn the other cheek. Pay your tithes. Love thy neighbor. You know what I'm saying? All of these emotional subscriptions that you have to subscribe to in order to be granted access into some kingdom known as heaven. God don't need to threaten nobody. See, people don't understand how God mind work, man. God ain't got nothing to do with the ego, man. The ego all got to do with the moon. It is a frequency, man. The ego is a frequency. Shout out to everybody out there who be making fun of how I say frequency. You know what I'm saying? Remember when I was saying it back in the days when I did that, I ain't even gonna talk about that video, man, because I'm done with that. But you got to know that the ego is a frequency. Love, hate, jealousy, envy, those are all limbs that is connected to the ego. All of them, because they all deal in the realm of the ego, aka emotions. Are there frequencies that's higher than the ego? I'm asking y'all a question right now. Is there frequencies that's higher than the ego? Hell yeah. So then that means there's a frequency that's above love. God is vibrating on the highest frequency. God is vibrating on the highest frequency, period. Consistently getting upgraded. It's not like God is on the highest frequency and then that's it. There ain't no more frequencies. No, it's constantly being upgraded, man. Constantly. So love ain't it. Love is a lock channel. Love will be like channel 3. Let's say you got infinite channels in your cable box, but you don't know that because they told you channel 3 is the highest channel that you could achieve. So you sitting there only watching channel 3. Mind you, that the one who created channel 3 only push channel 3 signals through that outlet. So you sitting there all your life watching channel 3, only receiving channel 3. You thinking that's the high. You thinking that's you're not even thinking about the high vibration. Matter of fact, yeah, they do encode love as being a high vibration. So you thinking that's the high vibration and that you somehow reach the maximum height, your peak. You know, you're on the ceiling right now. So you're like, yeah, I'm on the frequency right now. So I'm just absorbing all this channel 3. And the one who's pushing all that content through the channel 3, they know that there are infinite channels that exist, but they keeping you locked in a channel 3 signal because they got you assuming that channel 3 is the maximum settings, when in actuality, they limiting you. So people got caught up on this love. Love ain't the maximum settings. There are billions of frequencies that's way beyond love. Once you see what love really is, that's a form of you graduating outside of that frequency. People who don't understand what love is, they are trapped in the frequency of love. Whatever frequency that you're trapped in, you don't fully understand how it works. You become in submission to it. You become a servant to that frequency. You in submission to the frequency. You in submission to love. Why? Because you like how it make you feel. You like how it make you feel. You know what I mean? So the false gods, yeah, created so that these people, and notice that all of these gods deal with the ego. They always boasting, and you got to be the humble one. You know what I'm saying? They fake. If people was to find out that these gods are fake and that God don't vibrate nowhere near an egotistical, aka emotional frequency, these people would kill themselves. This whole planet would be in chaos. If all of these religions was to collapse right now, this planet would be in chaos, and these people, they already put a safety net, sort of like a safety net in place to describe why the planet would be going in chaos, and that would be the devil. They would say, well, you know, the devil took over the planet now. See, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's running around being tempted now. See, when they say the devil, they really talking about the moon, Luna. The devil is really the moon. You know, I say it's the female and all that, but I'm going in, you know what I'm saying, more deeper so people can really understand what the devil really is. The devil is really the moon. We're going in deep because, you know, there's layers to this. So don't think that when I say the devil is really the female, the feminine, because women's temp, you got to know that that is a surface description. That's a veil. But when you go behind the veil, behind the devil, behind the woman, behind the temptation is the moon. So when you are being tempted, or when you being governed by emotions or the ego, you are coming up under the frequency or the hertz of the moon. So when they say the planet will be in chaos, that will mean the planet is fully being orchestrated by the moon. When all this religion collapsed and all this and all that. Now it's all bogus and all that. Because these temples ain't nothing but a bunch of sacred geometry monolith. You know what I'm saying? Your megalith, your monolith. They got the man and a woman. You know what I'm saying? But there's no sun. That should tell you that it's all lunar. All these damn churches. They got the man and the woman encoded in it, but where is the damn sun? Where is the solar? Where is the solar? Where is the sun? Even though they do put, you know what I'm saying, sometimes, you know, they will encode the Jesus and all this and all that, man. Let me see where these people live at, man. 580. Where the freak we at, cuz? Okay, it's down here. You know what I'm saying? It's all encoded with the it's all lunar basically, man. It's all lunar. Hold on for a second. That's why they put the devil in the yeah, I'm trying to get this park on. About to shut this video down a little bit. That's why they put the devil in the underworld. But you know they always throw off the code or complicate the code when you see the devil surrounded by fire. You know what I'm saying? Which symbolizes the soul. But the devil is in the underworld because the moon is in the underworld.
You gonna park?
Now I'm picking somebody up. They're right over here.
All right.
All right. You know what I'm saying? The moon is always in the underworld. The moon becomes visible to us, you know what I'm saying, when the sun rays hit it. That's when the underworld control panel becomes visible. You know what I'm saying? You need that high energy. You know what I'm saying? The moon is like a spirit interface. It was something that was created to interact or use as a medium to interact with the spirits. It's only become visible when high frequency spectrums hit it. That's why I stay like, if you want to see spirits in other dimensions and all that, you got to raise your frequency, man. You know what I'm saying? The sun is showing you right now. The sun is a high frequency, you know what I'm saying, crystal. Where the gods live. You know, pretty soon they're going to be coming out and saying that too. But I ain't wetting it because I ain't tripping. You know what I mean? And that is Nibiru. The sun is Nibiru, the movable planet, because the sun is a super planet. You know what I mean? And we're flying through space. The whole galaxy is with us. There is no separation. You know what I'm saying? The galaxy is the damn mothership. And we're all moving. It's just spread out so far. You can look at it as a big mansion. You see how these humans, they build these mansions? And they might have like 500 rooms in the mansion. And they got to walk like let's say a quarter mile to get all the way across the other, to get all the way across to the extended room way in the back. You know what I'm saying? That's a nice little walk. You know what I'm saying? But when God does it on a unimaginable scale. It's so much more bigger, man. You know what I'm saying? So just look at the galaxy as the damn mansion. And all of these planets is the rooms. And when you're going from planet to planet, from planet to planet within the galaxy, you're still in the mansion. But you actually think that you're going someplace far, when in actuality, you just going into another room. That's what these rooms symbolizes. When you're looking at these rooms, is another dimension. Planets are different dimensions. And you have dimensions within those dimensions. Just like you go into your room and you have a closet, that's another dimension that's inside the room. You know what I'm saying? You have your dresser drawers, that's another dimension that's in another room. You know what I'm saying? You have a whole bunch of things that's set up. When you go into your kitchen, that's a dimension. You got your refrigerator, that's a dimension. Your stove is a dimension. Your cabinets is a dimension. Whatever content you got in your kitchen. That symbolizes different dimensions within the dimension. So when you come inside Earth, the dimension, which is the room, there's other dimensions that's inside this dimension. But you got to tap into your frequency, know how to access those rooms. You know what I mean? You're looking at these buildings right here. When you're looking at these buildings, this is actually a cube. I stated before that it was a cube. About to go into more in depth. It's a Rubik's Cube. If you look at a Rubik's Cube and you see all the cubes stacked on top of each other, ain't that what this is? Don't they have cubes stacked on top of each other inside this cube right here? You know what I'm saying? The Rubik's Cube. That's how they worship God. They build structures that symbolizes, you know what I'm saying, certain types of power. That's all in regards to God. You see, the people who build, people who in connection with God, they build things, and that's how they praise, acknowledge, or lack of a better term, worship God. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we could say worship. I know back then I probably said that they don't worship, but yeah, it's a form of worship. But the worship don't got to do with being in submission. It's sort of like they honoring him, praising. You know what I'm saying? But the people who disconnected from God, they get on their knees, man. Because they can't calculate what God is. People build up. They build up who's in connection with God. And when people who are disconnected from God, they build down by getting on their knees and bowing their heads. Because they don't really know what's going on. But yeah, the false gods, they serve as a cushion safety mechanism. Because if these people was to find out who and what God really is, they would realize when they look inside themselves that they don't have what it takes to become a God. When you start hearing what God requirements is or what training that you have to go through. You gotta know that when you becoming a God, that is a training course that you have to go through. Most people look at it and say, damn, so you mean I gotta stop eating this, I gotta stop hanging out with these people, you know what I'm saying? I gotta stop doing this, stop doing that. Yo, you should take a look. This whole commerce, this whole society is a training course to become a damn God, man. I keep telling y'all that the way how they build this whole society is a highly advanced prison. And you got to know that God does everything based on an exam. God ain't trying to make you emotional. God is making you mentally stronger. Everything that God does has to do with increasing your awareness to make you mentally stronger. And the only way you could overcome obstacles is if you are more mentally strong than it. But they want you to focus on the physical strength. The hell with the physical strength. You got to calculate your way out of every situation. Calculate your way out of every situation. So when you're looking at this big ass training course down here that they call commerce, society, the planet, the world, whatever you want to call it, it is a training course to turn you into a god or a goddess, period. And that's for the so-called black race, period. That's who it's for. So people will come into, if people ever come into the reality of that God ain't no emotional being and there ain't no such thing as heaven, you know what I'm saying? And the real gods, you know what I'm saying, they the so-called black race on here, and you know what I'm saying, yeah, you know, they made us out of animal spare parts and all this and all that, and you know what I'm saying, and the reason why they fell is because they adopted our personality, you know, a lunar personality, instead of banging off that sun solar frequency. And we've been secretly working together. That's what the New World Order is. As I stated before, it had to do with the entire human race working against the God race. You know what I'm saying? So if they come into the realization that that's what it is, what you think these people are gonna do, man? If you really want to get rid of the 2/3, just tell them the truth. You know, the people be talking about you got to eliminate two-thirds of the population on the planet. Just tell them the truth. That you ain't got to do no biological warfare. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to spray no chemtrails, no GMOs. You ain't got to do these cops running around shooting people, terrorist attacks. You ain't got to do none of that. All you got to do is tell them the truth, man. Tell them the truth. And they would biologically self-destruct because their genes has been programmed that when that frequency goes through their body, it serves as a detonation. You know, like when bombs blow up, that is a detonation. When that ticker goes off, when that countdown timer goes to 0, a frequency is sent through that apparatus and then it blows up. So when you send that you got to know that the truth is a frequency. That's why a lot of people don't like to speak it, man, because it makes people self-destruct on many levels, man. It serves as a biological termination sequence or a feature when you speak the truth. You know what I'm saying? So if these people was to come out and speak the truth on a global level to what's going on, that would send ripples through the codes that's in the human DNA, and they would immediately start killing themselves. You know what I mean? So the false gods serves as a cushion to extend their lives. The Jesus, the Allah, the Buddha, the Yahweh, you know what I'm saying? Chalam Balam, all of them. 5,000 plus gods. And they all fake. You know what I mean? So if there was a come out and let the people know that, well, you know, yeah, the stories he was telling you it was just a story. There was no Moses, there was no Abraham. I mean, we had Abraham Lincoln, but there ain't no Abraham, ain't no Jacob, ain't no Cain, no Abel. You know what I'm saying? There is a bull, though. You know what I'm saying? You eat his buttocks. You know what I'm saying? you you eat the bull buttocks, you know what I'm saying? They call it a steak. You know what I mean? You eat it. Yeah, that bull exists. But Abel, you know, Cain didn't exist, but old people do walk with a cane. You know what I'm saying? Old people do walk with a cane, but the cane that they talking about, that don't exist. You know what I'm saying? That's all fake. You know what I'm saying? There was no Esau. There was no Mary. There was no Abraham. You know what I'm saying? There was no Judas. All of that was just a story. You know what I'm saying? How you think these people will react? They would self-destruct, man. They would self-destruct. Because the truth is being revealed to them, and simultaneously that frequency is running through their body and it's hitting the self-destruct sequence codes that's encrypted in the genes. The human race have a termination gene in them, but it has to be hit in certain sequences. So when you're revealing truth to them, you know what I'm saying? It's hitting certain sequence codes. The more truth you reveal, the more sequence codes is being hit. That's why when you speak in the truth, they just get this urge to get away from you. They got to cut the signal. If they don't cut the signal, they're going to go into thought process. They're going to start thinking. And when they thinking, that's the brain rendering the sequence codes. And moments from that is going to be a self-destruct, man. So they got to get away. They got to, man, I ain't trying to hear what you trying to say, man. Get the hell out of here, man. You know, they got to bang off that emotion, that ego, because the ego, aka emotions, block the signal. They block the signal of truth. They won't allow the signal of truth in. You know what I mean? Straight up. So the false gods was created to serve as a cushion. Hold on for a second, man. Base, anywhere on this client? You know what I'm saying? Serve as a cushion. You know what I mean? Just think about that for a second, man. What would actually happen to the condition of the planet if all of these people who been bowing down, paying their tithes, going and praying, you know what I'm saying, got pictures of Jesus all up on their walls, statues, Mary all over the place, these people having Bible study. Now he told me it's a cancer. You know what I'm saying? These people, they doing all this and all that, and then come to find out that it was a lie, man. You talking about people that tailor-made their whole life around this. It's not like some little lie. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, well, somebody drunk the damn orange juice out of the fridge and they said, well, I ain't do it, such and such did it. It ain't no lie like that. There ain't nobody governing their whole